This is the Unbreakable Golfers podcast, where we're shining a light on your pain and weakness and how it is affecting your positions, your power and your performance on the golf course. Me bottle went. A while back, there's this huge mountain. If you sort of drive, say you're driving past Benidorm, there's this huge sort of mountain there that you see, and one of his pals, we're going to climb it. Now, I don't do nothing like this. This is nothing that I'm involved in, but they sort of mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, maybe. Never done anything like this. Anyway, forgot about it. 2 weeks later, got a call on a Saturday saying, look, we're going to do that tomorrow. Do you want to do it? I was like, do you know what? Yep, I'll do it. So, climb this mountain, going up. It's getting more difficult. I'm not a huge fan of heights. My bottle was going worse and worse. Kept battling through. Finally get to this point where there was like an anchor hammered into the wall, and there was a bit of rope, and you had to hold on to the bit of rope, and there was no floor, and you climb across this bit of the mountain and carry on. Now, at this point, I was like, I'm done. I can't do no more. That's it. No, I'm done. My bottle completely went. Anyway, so they carried on. I went down, and then when they finally come down, they basically said, oh, no, once you got past that bit, it leveled out. You know, it was as much as a drop, and that was it. But when I told people about it, they go, why did you do it if you don't really like heights and if you've never done nothing like that before? And it was just like, well, I just wanted to know how far I could go. I just wanted to see what it was like. I didn't do no research on it. I didn't know anything about it. We literally just come out of a tunnel and I went, that's it there. And I was like, fucking hell. Anyway, the whole point of this is you can't get better if you're unwilling to test yourself. See, growth is on the edge, right on the edge of failure. That's why when you do certain exercises, you want to do them not to failure, but right on the edge of failure, because that's where the real learning is. So if you're not getting better, you're either doing something wrong or you're not doing enough of what's right. So you know what the right thing is, but you're not doing it consistent enough, you're not doing enough of it. Or you're just completely doing the wrong things. So say, for instance, you struggle with your turn, yeah? And the reason why the physical restriction that you got is that your upper back is tight and it doesn't move. Now, the result of this in your swing is that you stand up in your swing. Now, you want to stay down. You want to keep your head down. You want to do all these things in your swing. And because you physically can't do it, you've built a physical prison for yourself. And that leads to the mental prison you put yourself in when you get in after the round and you're beating yourself up after every single time you play because you can't stay down and swing. And it doesn't matter how many lessons you have. And it's because you're unwilling to take the actions that will fix it. So from an action point of view, you want to fix the cause, not the result of the cause. So it comes down to skill sets, mindsets, yeah, action and focus. So a skill set would be to know what exercises you need to do to fix it. The focus side of it would be that you do them daily and you stay consistent doing them daily. So even when things are getting better, you keep going because you want it to get as best as possible, and you eventually turn it into a warm-up, a morning warm-up, so you know that it never comes back. A mindset way of looking at it is to change the story you think. So the story you could change it to is something as simple as, I fix my back daily. Just telling yourself that story means you start to believe it and you start to take actions. Because ultimately, you need to challenge yourself to get out of the status quo of where you are so you can become better. So, as always, a couple of questions for you. Where are you unable to get better because you're unwilling to change? Is it in your mind, body or golf? Follow-up question. What story do you have to tell to take the action you know you need to take and stay consistent at it? For me, it would be the Unbreakable Focus Sheet or an Unbreakable Confidence Sheet that we do, which you can find out about in the Unbreakable 6-Week Challenge. But point is, for you, it could just be that you'd need to face some sort of fear. Good luck. For more information on golf performance, by increasing your power, by getting in better positions, by working on your body and mind, go to unbreakablegolfers.com and sign up to the free asset.